So, how have you been dealing with like your just influx of startup and like the blow up of you? How do you deal with that? Just being like uber famous.
I'm not famous, dude. I'm not. It's a funny thing you say. Famous.
How do you keep up with your online sales and all this other stuff when you have so much other shit going on?
It's a balance.
So real talk this stuff. That would be
So
when you started getting more of a following, how did that kind of
networking?
Yeah, that type of shit.
Honestly, get in videos, make friends, not enemies, and is what it is, and just project yourself, with a good word and be yourself on camera, and don't be two-faced and be real. That's kind of how I feel like those are the people. You see these guys. That's how they are. That's how honestly, people won't say it. They won't say it. I will. That's the reason why they're doing as well as they are, because they're personable and they're good guys. And Brandon is probably the most to the point guy I've ever met. Whenever he offers on videos, you realize he doesn't budge on his price very often. Right. He's just straight to the point with it. So I love that about him. He doesn't same thing with me. If I ask him a question, he'll say yes or no. He won't BS me or that's how I feel is the best way. Is just tell the truth, go straightforward with it. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
And they're by far the most humble, nicest guys and stuff. Then I can tell, because that's why I gravitated towards them. That's why I gravitated towards you too. You just know that they're legit good dudes. They know how you mentioned that about price too. You know how it is. Sometimes somebody's homie will come in and they'll give it a little bit cheaper, do whatever. You don't do really. You know what I mean? It's just kind of to the point. You're good all the time.
You just know what you can sell it for. There's no. You already know the answers to the test. Just say it. Just say it. You know what you want to pay and you know what you want to sell it for. The worst thing they can do is say no. I've been told yes a lot today, and when I realized that I got at certain events, let's just say for instance, I was paying pretty decent on a lot of stuff, and today I was offering around the same, and I got a lot more yeses than I was expecting. So when I was about halfway through buying, and I was like, wait. Maybe I should, lower my offer a little bit. Maybe see if I can get some more room. And that's not disrespectful. That's just if someone is willing to sell for a certain price and I'm willing to buy for a certain price, there you go. Right. So, and listen, in my head, maybe I'm offering $10, $20 lower than what I would pay on the high. Right. But if they're saying yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Right? So I started lowering my offer a little bit. Whatever I thought I could sell it for, or what I could buy it for, I would lower it about $10, $20, and I was still getting yeses. So then I was like, well, crap, then I started doing the same thing again. So once I start getting more no's, then I'm like, okay, I have this amount of cash left. I have this long of the event left. Right. Let's see if I can spread it out as long as possible. Then I can just get steals all day.
You can always go up. You can never go back down. So if you start low enough, you know what I mean? You can always go up in price. And another question I was going to have for you too, you sell mainly on your Instagram, right? You have successful Instagram. What would you say to the kids out there that's trying to start an Instagram compared to I run a store, so it's so different.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you compare to doing that to Instagram, what do you say to a kid trying to?
If you're not selling if you're not selling at events, then you're missing out, because you can tax the premium here, and people will pay it. And it depends on what you buy. I think it starts in what you buy, because I try to buy stuff that in my region in Dallas that people don't have. Okay. I want to get size runs of stuff that people don't have size runs of. And to be honest with you, I'll even tell you what it is. People don't have size runs of slides, people don't have size runs of foam runners, and they don't have size runs of good dunks. They don't.
So that's what you try to carry?
That's what I try to carry. And so when I go to an event and I sell, my table is eye candy. It looks really good. I got imagine you walk up to a table and you have to search and find a pier slide, right? Imagine going up to my table and I've got 30 of them laid out. And they say, what size? I have every single one. And sure, I may tax you a little bit. I may make you pay what StockX is going to pay you after fees, but I have to make something. And you're willing to pay it anyway, because the sales have shown that people are willing to pay it. Just 2 weeks ago, you bought 5 pier slides off of me for over market, but it was $200 a pop. And I'm pretty sure pier slides are creeping up to 200 a pop or more now.
Oh yeah.
So
250.
exactly, and you know what's great is I know even when I was selling to you, I was like, yeah, I mean you're a boy, but I know I'm making some, I'm getting rid of some, so I can put it into something else, maybe rebuy in.
Right.
And considering I had 60 of them,
Yeah.
maybe liquidate a couple here and there for a little bit cheaper for some friends. But also, I know you're going to make some money too, which I'm happy to see too. So I like to see other people eat as well.
So that guy doing an Instagram, right? That kid that's going out there. So basically saying, make sure your inventory is good. You need to know what's going on, what people have that others don't have. You need to go to events, sell, get it going, and what, post consistently probably?
I would say post consistently because I actually am a little bit slacking on that. I post probably every other day, maybe every other day sometimes too. And I have had shoes for 3 weeks, no attention, no swipe ups, no anything. And then one day I'll post it and it'll have a raffle fill, or I'll have somebody sell me immediately. It makes no sense because it's the same people seeing my story. I only add a couple people here and there on my following.
Right.
But it's interesting how consistency, like it will sell.
For sure.
You buy for the right price, you sell for the right price, it'll sell. You find the right person. I mean, that's how I feel at least.
100%.
Those are just some tips that I've seen work for me. Doesn't work for everybody, but I think the biggest thing, takeaway, is the inventory you buy, right? Honestly, the price to me is almost a less relevant because the sneaker market's pretty decent right now. Some shoes are down, I'll be honest here, but the certain ones that I've been buying at least are all going up.
Right.
So what you buy and then where you sell from. I think events is a cheat code to sell for high.
Yeah.
I think it gives you an excuse, right? Pay $150 for a table. Let's say it's $150, $80 to $150. It depends on the event, but you're going to cover that in 2-3 shoe sets, right? Hopefully, you're moving around 20, 30 pairs an event at least. You know, yeah, that's just how I feel. That's a pretty successful event. I saw a guy today. Before 11 o'clock, he had already sold 35 pairs. So that's really great, you know, for him, right?
Yeah, and that's huge. Some people can make their living just completely off of coming to events. Like that's,
Luckily, I don't have to.
Yeah.
And I you know, hats off to the people that do this full time.
Yeah.
And you know, I think, you know, if you have a store, it's a completely different game. But when you don't, I can't believe that there are these people that can do this all the time.
And you know, and it's great too. It doesn't always have to be a full-time job. People just hustle too. Side hustles are amazing, and this is a really good one. You guys know, you know who he is already, but how do I follow you? How do I find
Follow me on Instagram at bo.williams.33. That's my personal page. Follow my resale page at Soul Swappin'. Picture is a Beluga 2.0. Go follow us. Or Beluga, yeah, Beluga, sorry.
South Dakota, if you don't know, now you know South Dakota. Go get it.
Appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
I mean, love. Thanks.